Hello everyone, I welcome you all at this platform EcoZone. Uh, Myself Nitesh Kumar, PGT Economics. So in previous videos, in previous class, we have read about many different other topics. In today's class, in this video, we will be discussing about basically methods of computing coefficient of correlation. सो 11th क्लास में जो स्टैटिस्टिक्स की बुक है उसमें एक थर्ड लास्ट जो चैप्टर है वो है कोरिलेशन. So we have learned about correlation. Okay, that will be if you want to see, if you want to know about the meaning of correlation and what are the types of correlation. So for that you will have to go through another video. But in this video we will be learning about, we will be discussing about the methods of computing coefficient of correlation. सो कोरिलेशन का जो बेसिक डिफिनीशंस क्या है, उसका टाइप्स क्या है, वो आपको एक अलग वीडियो में आपको देखने को मिलेगा. बट इन दिस वीडियो यू विल बी वाचिंग, यू विल बी लर्निंग अबाउट व्हाट आर द टेक्निक्स ऑफ कोरिलेशन measurement. How do we measure correlation among the variables? Okay, so according to NCERT books, there are three methods, there are three techniques to measure correlation among the variables. So here you can see the first one is a scatter diagram method. Okay, with the help of a scatter diagram you can say that you can analyze that there is positive correlation or negative correlation or there is zero correlation. Okay, so because there can be zero correlation among the variables in many cases. Okay, when you will take two very different variables that are not dependent on each other, then in that case the correlation will be zero. So the first one is a scatter diagram methods. Okay, so we will see how we can say that after going through a graph, after going through the scatter diagram, how we will say that this is positive correlation or negative correlation. So this is the first method to measure correlation, to analyze the correlation among the variables. The second one is Pearson product method coefficient of correlation. Okay, so the second one is Pearson method, Karl Pearson. Okay, the full name is Karl Pearson methods of measuring coefficient of correlation. And the third one is a Spearman's rank order coefficient of correlation. So the third one, and that is the last one, last methods for computing coefficient of correlation is a Spearman's rank order method. So there the important word is rank. Okay, so you have to focus upon this word rank, because a Spearman considers the term rank and he considers rank all the time. Okay, so we will see each and every methods one by one. So let's go to the scatter diagram. So you can see here in case of a scatter diagram, dot diagram. Okay, there in this scatter diagram we basically use dots, and with the help of direction of dots we make a line that you can see here. Okay, that you can see here. Okay, let's see in the first A here. Okay, it's A. In this you will see there is dots, there are many dots. Okay, these dots denotes the relation between the variables that is on X and the variable that is on Y. So X पे कोई variable होगा, Y पर कोई different variables होगा. ठीक है, अगर आप मान लो प्राइस और गुड्स का जो सप्लाई है, ठीक है, सप्लाई ऑफ गुड्स, उसका कैसा रिलेशन होता है, दैट इज पॉजिटिव. वो कैसे होता है पॉजिटिव? सो व्हाट हैपेंस इन दैट केस व्हेन द प्राइस इंक्रीजेज. ओके, सपोज लेट्स प्राइस इज ऑन द वाई एक्सिस and quantity supply is on the x axis. When the price increases, the producers willingness to produce increases, and in that case the supply also increases. यानी कि जैसे जैसे प्राइस इंक्रीज होगा जो सप्लाई होता है वो भी इंक्रीज होगा, and in that case the dot will be in the rightward direction. From left to right it will go upward. Okay, upward means we are moving in a positive direction. Okay, this is called positive slope. So this is what positive correlation. Positive correlation means what? If one variable is increasing, the other one is also increasing. If one is increasing, the other one is also increasing. If one is decreasing, the other one is also decreasing. So when both the variables move in a same direction, that is called positive correlation. Okay, when one is increasing, other one is also increasing. Now let's see negative correlation. What happening here? One is decreasing. Let's another variable, that is, let's talk about law of demand. What happens there? When the price goes down, the quantity demand of the goods, of that goods for which the price has gone down, increases. Okay, so let's take price on the y-axis and quantity demand on the x-axis. Then what will happen? When the price goes down, the quantity demand will increase. So now let's look at these dots. What these are showing? They are coming from top to bottom, from left to right. So from left to right they are coming downward. That means there is a negative correlation. How? You can see here, when one variable is decreasing, the other variable is increasing. Let's look at this point. Okay, just look at this point. Here y is at this much, okay, and x is at this much. Let's take x is 1 unit and y is 5 unit. You can see. Now let's come to this point. At this point, what is y? Y will be 1 or 2 and x is 4 or 5. So when y is decreasing, the value of x is increasing. That means both the variables are not moving in a same direction. So when there is such situation that the both variables are not moving in a same direction, both are moving opposite to each other, when one is increasing, other one is decreasing, or when one is decreasing, other one is increasing, in that case we say that there is a negative correlation. Okay, now let's look at the zero correlation. It's very simple, you can understand. When there are two different variables, okay, reading and playing. Let's one example, reading and playing. I use this example in the classroom also. So let's take reading and playing. Reading very good books, okay, will there be any impact on the sports? Okay, so there might be zero correlation. Okay, for doing good performance or for having good performance in a sports, you will have to do better in that sports. So if you take two different variables, reading a books and having a good cricketer, so these are two different variables, so there will be zero correlation. Okay, so there are many other variables, that have zero correlation among themselves. So zero correlation, what will happen here? There will be no any fixed direction. Okay, this will be increasing, this will be decreasing, this will be decreasing, this will be decreasing. So there can be any relation. Okay, there is no any fixed relation that one will increase, other one will decrease, or one will increase, other one will also increase. This will not happen in zero correlation case. There what will happen? There will be a circle. Circle means there is no impact of one variable on the other. Both are moving in their own way. Okay, both have their own impact, not on others' impact. So in that case, this is zero correlation. Now from these three we have different other correlation, that is perfect positive. Perfect positive means you can see there is a sharp line, there is one single line, that this unit up to for this unit of y, this is the unit of x. For this unit of x, this is the unit of y. There is no other values. Okay, there is only one dot. So in that case, there is perfect positive correlation. This is perfect negative correlation when there is no other dots. Okay, then this is indeterminate correlation. This both these are indeterminate correlation. In that case, if one variable is increasing, the other variable will be constant. Or let's say in this one, okay, in this f, what happening? Here y is constant, y is fixed, x is increasing, okay, x is going up to infinity, but y is constant. There is impact of x on y, but it's not changing, it's constant. Once at the, suppose let's say this is 1 unit of x. So for 1 unit of x, the value of y is suppose here 3. Okay. Now if you change the x, the value of y will be constant. So this is called indeterminate correlation. Indeterminate. That means if you change further this variable on x, there will be no impact on the variable that is on the y. So that is indeterminate correlation. The same is here. When you increase by, the value of x will be same. So this is also indeterminate. It can be both. It can be on the y-axis. It can be on the x-axis. Okay. So this was about correlation. Now there are two others correlation. That is, one is linear correlation. Okay. In this case, what's happening here? Linear means when the line goes in a one direction, okay, it's not moving to another direction. If it's going upward, it will be linear. Even if this is negative correlation, but this is also linear correlation because it's going in one direction, either upward or downward. This is also linear. This is also linear. Linear means the graph is not moving to other direction. If it starts going upward, it will be going to this direction, upward direction, okay. If it's coming downward, it will be coming to downward correlation. So linear means it should be in one direction. Now there is another type of correlation, that is curvilinear. Curvilinear means its opposite, you can say, that is if it goes upward, then after some time when you increase x, the value of y goes down. So this is not in one direction, it's going upward, then after it's moving downward. So this is curvilinear correlation, this is curvilinear. So linear means when one variables, because of change in one variables, the other variables is moving in one direction. But in case of curvilinear, when you keep increasing the variable on the x-axis, for the first time it will increase, but after some time it goes down. The same here also you can see. For the first time when you increase the x, the y decreased very sharply, okay. But after some time you will see when the x is increasing, but y is not decreasing that much, okay. So this is the rate, that is called convex to the origin. That is our elasticity. Elasticity is convex to the origin. Why that happens? Because in that case, in case of elasticity, when the x increases for consuming one extra unit of x, for the first time or for a short time, we can lose more of y, okay, we can lose more of y. But after a time, for getting 1 unit extra of x, we do not want to lose more of y, okay. So that's why the indifference curve is what? Convex to the origin, okay. That is the definition, that is the crux of indifference curve, that it is a convex to the origin. And the reason is it is not linear, okay. This is convex to the origin because for the first time we lose more of y to consume 1 unit of x. But after some time, if we want to consume 1 more unit of x, but we don't want to lose more of y, okay. So that is convex and that is curvilinear correlation, okay, among this any variables if you take. Now the second that we have is, that is Pearson product moment coefficient of correlation, okay. So in this case they have taken product moment. So there the important point that you have to take care is product moment coefficient of correlation, that is about Karl Pearson, okay. So you can read. Now let's directly we will solve a problem. The question is this: there is a two different variables, that is height in the inches, okay, height and weight of the students. There are 5 students, A, B, C, D, E have been given, okay. So there are 5 students and height and weight of all the students have been given. The height of A is 72 inch and weight is 170 lbs. Then for B also both height and weight is given. For C both are given. For D these are given. For E these are given. So now how to find the correlation among height and weight of these students according to the data given. जो डाटा हमारे पास दिया गया है उसके हिसाब से, जो हाइट और वेट का डाटा हमारे पास है उसके हिसाब से क्या कोरिलेशन है हाइट और वेट में. That means when the height will increase, what will happen to weight? क्या weight भी बढ़ेगा? और even if the weight increases, then what will be the correlation? How much it will be a strong correlation or a weak correlation? Okay, so that we have to solve. We have to find the correlation. Okay, so let's come here. Okay, so this is about the correlation, how to find correlation according to Karl Pearson. Okay, so this is simple, just you have to see all the things. Even if for calculating a standard deviation you have done many things, but here you have to use some other variables, some other topics. So these are students A, B, C, D, E. These are heights that have been given in the question. Then these are weights that have been given in the question. Now here you have to find a small x. This is capital X. Then now we have to find a small x. What is a small x? This is mean deviation from the mean. Deviation from the mean for each value of x. What is a small y? This is deviation from mean for each value of y, capital Y. Now what is the mean? So for mean you can find what you have to do for x. The mean of x is 69. How it came? You have to add all the value, then you have to divide by 5 because there are n is equal to 5. So mean you can find simply that you have done earlier also. So for x mean will be 69. How? You added all these variables, then you divided by 5. For y, what is the mean? So the mean is you have to add all these variables and then you have to multiply it by 5, so then you will get 170. When you got mean for both x and y, then you can find a small x and a small y. How? So for suppose this 72, the mean is 69. So 69 minus 72 minus 69, so that will be 3. 69 minus 69, that will be 0. 66 minus 69, that will be minus 3. 70 minus 69, that will be 1. So here you have to find deviation from the mean. Mean से कितना deviate है, so that is the small x. In the same way you have to find a small y. Then you have to do what? You have to multiply what? In this x and this small y. So this small x, a small y will be multiplied. This is the steps that you have to do for finding the correlation according to Karl Pearson method. So then you will get a small x, a small y, so that will become this much. Then you have to sum. What is this? Summation of xy. This is the sign of summation. So in case of summation, you have to add all these values. Okay, all these values. When you will add all these values, then you will get it is equal to 55. Okay, now it's done. Now you have to find a small xy sigma x. What is sigma x? It is a standard deviation. So a standard deviation, it has already been calculated, that is 2.24. How it came? You will have to go to the previous topic that we had discussed, how to find a standard deviation through different methods. There were assumed mean methods, there were direct methods, there were this one actual mean method. Okay, so you will have to use those formulas for finding this sigma x. So this is important. This one you have to do separately. Before calculating Karl Pearson methods, before calculating coefficient of correlation according to Karl Pearson method, you will have to find a standard deviation for these variables. So first of all, you will have to find a standard deviation for x, a standard deviation for y separately. Then you can use here. Okay. So you will have to calculate sigma x and sigma y that have been discussed earlier in different videos. So sigma x is here 2.24. When you will calculate standard deviation for these values, you will get sigma is equal to 2.24 and sigma y is equal to 13.69. Now you put here sigma small x by sigma x. So for each value you have to put all the values. So when you will put 3y 2.24, so then you will get 1.34. 0 by 2.24, you will get 0. So in this way you will have to find small x by sigma small x, then a small y by sigma small y. Okay, so in this way you will get x by sigma x and y by sigma y. So you will get these values. Okay, then after you have to multiply these two variables, these two values, sigma x by sigma x into y by sigma y. You have to multiply this. Okay, for each value. So for you have to multiply this to this, you have to multiply this to this, then this to this, and you will have to do all these values. Then after all you have to add these values, that is summation of x by sigma x into y by sigma y. So for that you have to add all these values you have to add. So then you will have 1.80. Now it's easy. Now what you have to do? What is the formula of correlation? In case of Karl Pearson, it is correlation is equal to summation of this value. That means this value divided by capital N. What is capital N? That is the total number. How many students are there? So that is 5. So this value will be divided by 5 and this will become 0.36. So you got the correlation among these two variables. What are the two variables? That is height and weight of the students. Okay. So this is 0.36. What does it mean? 0.36. What does it denote? So when there is the value of correlation is 1, that means there is a perfect correlation. Okay. When there is correlation that is 0.36, as we can see here, so that is there is a weak correlation. Okay, there is a weak correlation. Correlation जो है वो ज़्यादा strong नहीं है. In case of height and weight, the correlation is weak. According to this data, okay, when you will have different data, there can be strong correlation also. But in this case that the examples we have been given, in this case the correlation is weak. The correlation is not that much strong. So if the correlation value, the coefficient of correlation is up to 0.4, 0.45, then you can say it's weak, okay, it's average. But suppose the value of correlation came 0.89, okay, or 0.90, then you will say there is a strong correlation. When one variable increases, the other variable will also increase with that much amount, okay. The other variable will also increase with that intensity. And also there is positive or negative correlation. How will you say? So since the value is positive, 0.36 is a positive number, so the correlation among height and weight is a positive. So the relation is positive correlation, and the correlation intensity is weak. So positive correlation but weak correlation. So this is all about Karl Pearson. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment box, okay, I will respond you there. If you have any doubt like how to find, how to interpret, so basic things I am telling you already here, but if you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment box. Now the third one, that is the last one, is that we have, okay, it's also a simple one. So that is a Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So what is a Spearman's rank correlation? So here it's very easy. Out of these three, you can say this is the easy topic to understand or to find the correlation among the variables. One thing that you have to do, that is you have to consider this rank. This word rank is very important in this case of a Spearman rank correlation coefficient. The formula is here, okay. The coefficient of correlation is denoted by this rho. This is read as rho for correlation, and rho is equals to 1 minus 6 into summation of d square. Now you will get what is d, then divide by capital N into n square minus 1, and this, what is this n? The same, that is number of variables. How many number of students are there? So that is n. So n is very easy, it will be given in all the questions. Just here what you have to do, you have to find d, and d is very simple. You have to find the rank, and then you have to find the difference of rank. So here d is difference between paired ranks in each case, okay. You have to find the ranks, difference of rank. You will see in the example how it is solved. What is n? N is total number of items or individual rank, matlab how many people are there, okay. So now let's come here, this one, that is compute the correlation between two series. That is the first one. Here there are two students, okay. There are how many? 5 students are here, okay, A, B, C, D, E. Now scores in maths are given, okay, and scores in general science are also given. So this is the question that we have. So there are the following data gives 5 students in mathematics and general science respectively. So now we have to find the correlation of the two series of tests. So what is the correlation among these two values? Is there any correlation or is there no correlation? Scores in math and scores in general science have been given. So now it's very easy. How it is easy, you will see here very right now. So there are 5 students A, B, C, D, E, okay. Now for 5 students, the score in math and a score in general science have been given, okay. Now what is the rank in case of test 1? That is test 1 is math. So in math, who will be the first rank? So the person who got 9 out of 10 will be on the first rank. So the person C is on first. Then person A, that is who got 8 marks, will be on the second rank. Then the person who got 7 marks will be on the third rank. So it's easy. The person who got 5 marks will be on the fourth rank, and the person who got 1 mark, that will be on the fifth rank. So the rank you have to find, it's very easy. You can according to the marks you can put ranks for the individuals. In the same way for test 2 that is general science. So for test 2 also you have to write the rank. So the person who will get the maximum marks will be on the first rank. The person who got less than that will be on the second rank. The person who got less than the second rank will be on the third rank. So in this way you have to find the rank for the both test. Then you have to find D. What is D? D is the difference in this rank. So what is the difference here? 2 minus 1, that is 1. 3 minus 2, that is 2. 1 minus 3, that is minus 2. 4 minus 5, that is minus 1. So in this way you have to find D. Then after you have to find D square. So what will be the D square? Just you have to square this value. Square this D. Then you will have d square. Then what you have to do, you have to find the summation of this d square. So that will be 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 1 7, 7 plus 1 8. So summation of d square is equals to 8. So this is the only thing that we have to do in case of a Spearman's rank coefficient of correlation. So when we use a Spearman's method for finding the correlation among the variables, so this is the thing that we have to do. Okay, then after it's easy. Then after, simply what you have to do, you have to put all these values in the formula. So what is the formula? Formula is rho is equal to, what is rho? This is read as rho. Rho means it denotes correlation. Okay, so rho is equals to 1 minus 6 into summation d square divided by n into n square minus 1. So this summation d square we already found. What is summation d square? That is 8. So now we will put this value 8 in this formula and we will get 1 minus 6 into summation d square, that is 8, divided by 5 into 5 square minus 1. So this will be 1 minus 48 by 120 and that will be 1 minus 0.40 and that will be plus 0.60. Okay, I think every one of you have understood this topic very clearly, because this is simple. This Spearman's rank correlation was it's too easy, it's too simple. You can find the correlation among different variables very easy with this method. What you have to do, you have to just find the rank for one variables, okay, then rank for the other variables, then you have to find the difference in this rank, then you have to square this rank, then you have to add these values, okay, and when you got this, then you have to put this value at this place. Rest will be same, okay, even if we change all these values, so just you have to find this one, okay, rest will be same, okay, but suppose there are 10 students, then this n will change, then n will be 10. Right now we have only 5 students, so the n value will be 5, but if we have 10 number of students, we will just put here 10. So in this way we will find the correlation among the variables. Okay, so I hope every one of you have understood these techniques of measurement of correlation, that includes 3 methods: a scatter diagram, Karl Pearson methods, and a Spearman ranks correlation method. So these were the 3 techniques, 3 measurements that you can see for measuring the correlation among the variables. So this was all about techniques of measurement of correlation. So hope you would have understood. If you have any doubt, any questions regarding or in any video, in any topic, in stats, okay, micro, macro, or any other topic, you can say Indian economy, so you can ask it at any time. Okay, you can write your question in the comment box. I will reply you there. Okay, my or I can send my email ID there in the comment box in the description. Okay, then such that you could mail me if you have any question. I will be uploading the videos related to different topics of stats, micro, macro, Indian economy, okay, or different general topics like different other economic topics that is very important for, like regarding GDP, inflation, okay, budget, okay. So this was all about for today's class. So hope you all are learning well. So keep learning, okay, keep watching the videos that is available on this EcoZone platform. So thank you all for watching all this video, and keep watching, keep learning, that's all, and live a very safe life. So take care, goodbye.